some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Move the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Scott. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. This time he's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
To throw, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Taking a shot on the first play. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. This time it's complete. Gets away from one, finds some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Priestcorn. Smashes ahead. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bender. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Dogs come to the line in the hurry up. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the marker.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Barber. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Powell. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Gonna run it. It's Powell. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Florida Atlantic. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man quickly. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. pick up on the run.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! Great job by the back on the option.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the 1st half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets the first himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Finds a little space.
Return brings it out to the 32. And your Georgia Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st down. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got to...
Gonna let it fly. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is...
There he goes! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. He's looking to throw. Here's a heat. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bender. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blocker. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Michigan offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarter.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And at this point of the game, I just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. It's complete to the left. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Grabs it inside the 10.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
The Wolverines are on the move. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, running back on the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Unleashes to the end zone. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They'll try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. All out of space. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, here's the return. Slithers into space. He was an eyelash from housing that return, and what about a momentum shot as we head to the 4th quarter? Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Going right to work up top. Keeps looking downfield. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Quarterback extends the play. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Nice move to keep running. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. This Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. It's time at the line there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The toss sweep to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Grab near the marker. It's Cobb. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American Fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome. But this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They want that clock to run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called out there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Little touch pass to the receiver. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking for room. It's Pringle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Wolverines! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He might want another play. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one after their own 37. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and it's important. The lead is a touchdown now at 6. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over.